Come on, start with the knife. Although Cadian could be
Yes.
ruining my ideas here. Was he going to see him? He started to creep, man. I was ready, but there we go. Never mind. Cadian around the smoke. That's a really cheeky frag from him. Some spam as he falls back for a 5-man retake versus the 3 of Big. And the bomb has fallen into CT spawn as well. It could hardly go worse. Tizian gets deleted. Everybody gets wrecked.
Wait, they've dropped the smoke again. And are they going A? Are they going B? It's still very unclear, but there's no time left. So they're going to have to push the issue, stab it below to take down one. And looks like they'll go for retake here, Heroic. They are going to just take long control and then wait for the B players to get to catwalk, or will they go through CT? Seeing more teams taking their players through CT. Smooya's ready for that one. This doesn't look good here for Heroic now.
Hot flash towards long. There's a 1 kit on S-Tag. He is very key. If he goes down, the round goes to Big. Double peek. Smooya gets taken out. Krieg collected, and now S-Tag is alone with 26 HP, so perhaps it's time to try to save. Not sure how likely it is. Now I know how likely it is. Not very likely at.
I feel like Big is really hard to read so far. Here comes a late long take. Nice frag from Tizzy and a trade from Smooya as well. So long has been taken. Bomb's actually down. No one's got the bomb. So that might be something that they'll have to remedy rather soon. Nice pick from Stavin. That's a really key pick as well, to allow there to be presence from the CTs in middle. Oh, Stavson though, he's going to catch S-Tag, and there goes Antares as well. And maybe, well, that is the round, surely. As Snappy can't do anything to prevent the bomb from being planted at this point, and a retake is not on the cards.
But I mean, what Big just did was so smart. They were going to go for a long take initially. They realized that the
Have an inkling. There's some counter utility going down to slow the progress of Big, allow more time for Heroic to position effectively. And Taps is going straight to CT spawn. Caught by Snappy though, and the B split is on. Tags, or rather, sorry, the frag's going the way of Heroic, ultimately leaving a 2v4 situation. But the silver lining here is that there's plenty of time for Big, and that Smooya's on an AWP.
Scope should be heard by Cadian. You can see him adjusting now. He has a lot of utility to use. Oh, HE could be devastating here if he chose to throw it, but with the AWP, hard to get the grenades out. Oh, that's glorious. You love to see that. Tizian now, 1 versus 4. Difficult angle to take, jiggling from Cadian, but he has plenty of angle towards the site itself. They'll swing together and finish off the job, and a positive, a promising situation from them.
Yeah, Easy Tag got aggressive towards upper B, caught Nex in that solo B tunnel position. But something to note is Big sent 5 players towards like mid A side.
Like you saw there, lined up with the top corner of the building. But Cadian knows what to expect on the timing. Very cheeky frag from him, can fall off, and the smoke actually helps him rotate back. So that's an interesting counter. I always think with that setup smoke, it's nice if you can spam behind it with HE grenades. Big struggling to get around this position. Again, telegraphing their intentions, and Cadian is dealing with it amongst his teammates. Spotting the barrel of a gun on that short plant position, and Big doesn't look like they're going to plant the bomb in this round. Heroic seem to be adjusting at the moment, and it's early enough. I think that's 9 surviving 2 rounds, which is really good for their money.
This was such a good play by Cadian right there. Like that literally won them the round. Then he rotates to long to get this frag, spams someone through the box top A. It was all over the place that round.
Moles, maybe?
Perhaps.
Antares finds his way through the smoke. Oh, he can't get the follow-up though, but Tizian can. But this has been an absolute massacre. What a great trade from Heroic. And now you can see the action there. As forced Snappy up middle to try to cut off the back. Tizian does find his way around, but no bullets in the AK to finish anything off there at the beginning. And since those double ults came out, it seems like that was the momentum that Heroic needed. Because Big is starting to struggle.
Yeah, ever since the double op buy, like you said, this has gone completely the other way. That
Overpass. And we've won 6 rounds in a row, playing great Counter-Strike. Anyway, another charge into the long position. It's Tizian's turn to be facing the wall, avoiding the flashbangs. This time there's no war of attrition just yet. Snappy feels comfortable to pull a grenade out, takes one in the face. And there is long taken by Big, and very quickly they've got 4 players in the short position. Heroic are in trouble on the A-bomb site.
Counter-incendiary comes in, but that might not hold them at bay for all too long because Cadian goes down straight away. Xantares with that lethal precision out with the headshot, and now Borup tries to survive. Creates space with the smoke. It's actually going to work out for a frag. His teammate will go down though, and there's not enough space for him to maneuver, and that looks like Big are good for the plant, and S-Attack might be, well, he's good for the save. Surely the
Second last round, though. Heroic will be, they'll be good anyway, but it will certainly help to hold on to this AWP. Smooya has a spawn for wards long. The bullet comes in, and he stands there long enough to take out Stavin. Worth only loses 34 HP. Like, I think he thought it was going to go a little further. Cadian is being expected by Tizian, but he still takes one in the face, Tizian, leaving it a 4 versus 4. 3 make it 4 players outside the B bomb site. So 4 versus 2 on B. Did he boost behind it, perhaps? Apparently not. Existence used to love boosting, trying to boost behind smokes in the Dust 2 halls, but it's rare you get something out of it.
Yeah, you have to do that triple boost in the back.
Mm. Yeah, for just a normal smoke, 2 people's just not enough.
So Big really creating a lot of questions for Heroic. They can't really make any movements. Play from Cadian up short was fantastic, and now he's on long, so that might not be anticipated by Heroic. And with the AWP, that means that Cadian might be good for a free kill. We'll have to see if he's going to find something. He's definitely going to hear some movement here. Oh dear, that's the leg shot onto Tabson. Very unfortunate for Cadian. Now Borup alone. He's getting pinched from both sides. Tries to get some cover. Beautiful work from him. Takes down Xantares. Now he can put full attention towards the long positions, but it's very difficult, and they will take him down regardless.
Better odds for Heroic. Okay, 1 for 1, as Anders would say. Tizian abusing the range of the USP. S-Tack's got the P250 though. He's the raidable, sir. Been dropped 1. He's got his Kevlar. But will it have any impact? It didn't for Big on the T side. Next, trying to deliver that extra frag. He's got some support flashbangs from his teammates, but he's at the point of no return. 3 versus 2 now, but it's all about the headshot, so things can change quickly. Utility usage very good by Big. Tabson isolating a 1v1. Oh, that's beautiful from Tabson, leaving S-Tag alone. And there's the P250. Smooya now moving up, but he's kind of trapped. Again, trying to headshot Smooya. 9 rounds.
2 bullets, 2 frags. I was so rooting for him to get that 3rd one.
Yeah, he was really taking his time with it. So rough spot for Esther flashbangs and just get yourself a plant on cap, but it looks like they want to go for a burst towards the middle position instead. So see how well this works out. Tabson with the spray through the smoke is going to do excellent amounts of damage. Next on the other side of things to finish him off with the MP9, and it is not looking good for Heroic.
Awkward situation.
Yeah, this is going to be really hard to rebound from. It's all on Tizian though.
Stavin and Cadian are surrounded. 90s action movie. Helicopters are up. Searchlights are out. Hiding in a construction site. Separated. Tizian with the MP9. Looking to drill like it's home improvement. Ooh, that's a nice shot from Stavin.
Michael Schofield and Lincoln Burrows.
Yes.
That's who's left right now on T.
Prison break.
Season 1 before the helicopters and all that nonsense.
Yeah. Really downhill.
Turning around now. Big have got the HP. 30 seconds for Heroic. There is some time pressure for them. So in that respect, Big have an advantage. Moving in for the kill. Oh my god. Stavin is just putting in so much damage. Quick decision making. Oh, they've got a cross. This could be it. The spray down. Oh, he's got 14 HP. He can't jump on the ledge. Oh no! Stavin with so many kills.
Bold play right there at the end, just running with the deagle. Oh, Stavin, you beast. What a round to win. with that M4 there. Let's not forget, by the way, Smooya had about 4 different peaks. Let's say this box peak, like when you're peeking against the end of the plateau. If you crouch peek down and line it up with a Krieg, you've got so many options there for these headshot positions. There's lots of scenarios like that. Really good, but all up close, and it's doing some good damage next with 2, but still more players to go as Heroic are putting almost all their eggs in one basket. S-Tag working on the flank. He needs to drop into CT spawn immediately. There it is, but will he get anything from this? His teammates are having to go back. He's got to be really careful. Beautiful shots though with the Krieg, and all the CTs now in the B-bomb site, and A is totally open.
Yeah, the scope is nasty.
That totally changed the complexion of this round.
Took out the player so close. And now Big have been outmaneuvered, and 12 is looking fairly likely for Heroic. Santaras with 9 HP, what can you really expect in this situation?
Dude, that Krieg that S-Attack has with a Navi, with some Navi stickers on it.
No, space soldiers, mate.
It would be so sick. Well, Navi, I feel like Navi a bit more relevant right now, James.
Yeah, but it's about aesthetics.
Yeah, but but Navi's
That's like saying,
yellow,
why would you put I by Power stickers on there? Because they don't have a team.
Taste. You know?
The Navi sticker looks nice.
Shoes, James. Are you gonna want the Adidas or are you gonna want the Skechers?
You know, it's hard to argue that analogy. It's hard to argue, man. Do they even make shoes for men? Skechers? In fairness. Krieg for next. Wide swing in mid is taken out by Smooya. It will fall back. Not sure that they've identified the makeup of this round just yet, but they don't have to wait too long.
I like the drop down there actually with the rifle, just because if it is a play into the A-bomb site, you don't need to trade to death there with the rifle, but you're more concerned by preventing the T's from getting up mid. I do like that drop off, and of course they have Smooya on the bomb site. Some counter utility coming in. Alright, going for this.
Imagine a HE.
Plant at the very least on this bomb site. Can they get it?
Swinging. Tabson is so blind. That Molly did enough of a job. Despite being on the high ground, a short plant is in, and now they can try to focus on winning the round. The bomb to implanted, worst case scenario ticked off. Bonus money achieved. Planting the bomb and losing, you get 4,200 at this point. But they want more than that. They want the W. Tizian starting to move forward. Coming into the low ground is really awkward. It goes from bad to worse for Big now. Smooya with so many, next with so many targets. And Smooya has not much else left to do the year or two, which is kind of recent for a protractor, to be honest. Alright, then we've got a long hold by Big. That's a chunky one onto Borup. He won't be expecting this angle. There's one. Is there a response? We've got a combo with the flashbang, but it won't be enough to save him. Tabson's still here for the information. He knows that they still have long. Heroic rotating elsewhere. They already have Stavin on that short position. 2 of the 4 players on A for Big. So we're looking at a 4 versus 2 situation. Will there be a response to this grenade, though?
Oh!
There's the HE I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, Smooya misses the jump shot, but the HE does the damage. The counter utility is really doing damage. Heroic. Oh no! Smooya with another whiff there, and looks like huge issues now for Big. Heroic somehow managing to get through and get a bomb down as well. That is quite impressive considering how bad it looked for them. Stavin with a fantastic angle with the AWP. I don't think they're going to expect this. This is a flashbang. The peak comes before the flashbang though, and now it's up to Tizian to do everything. The angle's just not, you can't walk into this angle, but he does, and he gets the kill. That is insane.
Still a very hard one-on-one to win here for Tizian. Off angle.
Ooh, he got a few bullets in there. Left Snappy on 40, but Snappy will leave with the map. 16 to 13 for Heroic. A very back and forth T-side Heroic trying to creep with no grenades towards the secret area. Tabson's going to get picked off by a Glock. The Glocks have had quite a performance so far today. But it's a 4 versus 4. Soon to be 3 for Big because next will get deleted.
This crossfire. Oh, Smooya, you got to kill them. Oh, when he goes forward, he's got to be careful with this one. 3v3. This is very sketchy stuff in the vents. And things calm down a little bit. The reload comes in. Smooya's position definitely known now. what do Heroic do from this position? They're going to continue to press on the lower bomb side. Stavin takes down Xantares, and now that's going to leave just 2 here for Big, and they are all falling. Ace attack with 3.
I don't understand. Like, what just happened? That was so crazy. They ran into a USP and connector and heaven, and they won the heaven battle. They ran into this crossfire and lived through that. I just felt like they survived so many crazy scenarios.
It's true. It did look like there was you got a bunch of watches.
Yeah, but I want them. I'm a hoarder. I can make him a member of the Republic of Bardistan.
What?
The Republic of Bardistan.
What is this, Dan?
I made my own republic. It was going to happen eventually, wasn't it? I'm tired of following. So don't worry, you'll hear more about it soon. There'll be a public address.
Interesting.
For
Where's
Republic of
this land located?
Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, Twitch's headquarters, you can do like a coup or something. Set things here with the full buy. Snappy though opens things up, takes down next. Tizzy with a defense, takes down 2. Beautiful work from him. Holding down. Oh my god, it gets even better for Tizzy, and 3 frags. And there's maybe more in store as the USP comes out. Some assistance from Xantares, and finally Tizian's removed from his position, but it's cost far too much. Until Tizian, now looks playing. So I forgot. Next though, he'll start things off really well here for Big. Down by the vents. That shotgun is dangerous. And Heroic, they are struggling to open things up. They got 3 flashbangs, no smokes, nothing else other than the 3 flashbangs to work with over a minute to go. So it's not really a good look for Heroic in terms of the utility game. They've opted to go for firepower instead. And next they're waiting. There's no nothing for this angle, just a raw peek. And, well, Snappy will catch Tabson outside, but even though it's a 3v3, it feels like Heroic are quite flat at the moment. Just trying to walk out in different directions.
This idea they have just sending Borup into secret every round all by himself to look for kills, and then 4 people hold lobby, and then they just mid-game. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it.
30 seconds remain. Tizian has 2 places of concern. That's such a nice peek with the AWP, but he won't check for a second player. 20 seconds remain now. Flash towards Squeaky. Heroic edging ever so slightly, but maybe too slightly, and there's a shotgun in the back.
We have to adapt and do something different.
Got the pistols, maybe they can get something out of this. They do trade out nicely on the upper bomb side. Smooya's in trouble. He will fall back. Oh my days. These deagle shots coming in are really causing problems. Nice flick from Smooya, but the upper bomb site has been lost. They will try to quickly reclaim it here with a flashbang. And with the positioning of Ace Tag below, it might be difficult to get this to happen. The trays are in. And do they want to sacrifice Smooya as well? Looks like that won't be the case. He'll try to edge out. And there it is. Sometimes it's just a pistol rush, just the speed of it, and catches players off guard.
It's crazy. I feel like, you know, that pistol round we saw when they ran off Catwalk, Snappy got the 3K deagle on the retake. That was a pivotal moment on Dust 2, and I feel like this could be a pretty important moment on Nuke.
Oh, was he going to survive? No, I think he would have got blown up anyway.
Quite often, and it's going to be a very fast play off the hot roof, or rather, sorry, the main roof, and they will absolutely demolish the outside setup. Everyone's dead.
God.
That's a gorgeous strat right there, because you could see as those players dropped over, there was a Molotov in mini, which means that the 5th player went in lobby, blew up the door, and Molotov in mini. So that way that player had to either 4 fights.
But the nerf could be a price nerf.
True.
Although, was it the fire rate which was adjusted for the AUG?
Only the unscoped.
Okay.
And the recoil slightly.
Yeah, the scope is a lot.
Jesus.
Cadian with the Krieg. Do you know what? Having a scoped weapon as a sniper, like a non-sniper, is so good. It works.
Next.
Crazy that those guns just like flew under the radar for so long.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Given how many hours like, pros like myself put into the game, just the guns never caught on.
It was always there.
I knew it was
just
good.
Always there.
Bardolph knew it was good.
Bardolph knew.
Tizian now in a 1 versus 2. He's 1 versus 2 Kriegs, 2 cannons, 2 meat grinders, and here comes the first one. Stabbing with a peek. He manages to survive that. 25 HP. Moves around, looks the wrong way. The variance.
Oh, if you look at the kills next got, so we're going to see Cadian's 2 openings, but with the 2 kills Next got was actually pretty phenomenal, and he gets a 3rd one in this round as well. And if not for Next doing all of that ridiculousness, this is not even remotely close.
Or they mid-gamed it into the lower hit late round, which we hadn't seen yet.
Oh, he's tried to go down event, but he's missed it. He's missed it, Jim. Down he goes eventually, but now it's more obvious. Snappy's been deleted in the meantime, so maybe there's a 5th round in it for Big. Still early, though, as Heroic have some position with a player downstairs, despite it being a 4 versus 5 for them. Cadian looking around outside, waiting for the creep, and will his patience be rewarded? This is high risk now as he moves into deeper peaks. Tabs in that credit card position. Or it makes its way down towards the decontamination area. And it's a 4v4. Smooya taken out by the ramp.
Oh, they don't have a smoke for this.
This is so tough for Big. They're just out. This has been outpositioned, outmaneuvered. And look at that fight. That's not a fight you want to take, but there's nothing else Xantares can really do.
This could be a 2-0 for Heroic, let's not forget.
It's looking like it's going to happen. They're looking really good here on Nuke so far. I'm actually good. This lineup is kind of exciting me. This Heroic lineup. You've got a lot of cool pieces in this team.
Yeah, they have like the young aimers combined with an in-game leader and a second voice, a second experienced voice. I like the mix. It's good.
And this mix is causing plenty of problems for Big.
Massively, they lost the first map. Does 2 against Heroic. They really need this pistol, and Tizian will try to get himself down the vent, but he has been completely halted. And the rest of Big will make their way towards Secret, and they have been spotted.
Yeah, he's kind of cowering in a corner right there. Please don't hurt.
Oh my god, there's so many people. Brought up in the back though, able to pick off one, peeling away these players as they try to make their way to the bomb site. Nice shot from Tapson. Brought up on the side though, he'll go down as well. Xantares is mad. Wishes to be abused by these Danes no longer.
It feels like both of the teams ran similar pistol rounds where they just ran outside and looked for fights down in Secret, which is kind of cool. Maybe it's something going on in the meta right now in Europe.
Well, Big, they do what? You found the 4 spies on the CT side of Nuke. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. I think CT side nuke is one of those maps where you can definitely steal around if you use your utility right. If you have a set.
Ooh, Xantares pretty blind there. Borup will take him down. Great counter utility from Heroic to really stop this push from doing anything. Borup just walking around. A couple kills in return finally from Big, but not quite in the way that they wanted. These smokes are going away. That needs to be... The cover is not there though. S-Tag able to keep himself alive. Has to smoke off the main position. Not ideal.
Being alive for the retake, real important. Perfect timing. So many CTs, so few Ts, and now Tabson is the only one remaining. You may have heard the rotation earlier in main, but just around the corner. Okay, and just hunting for one player, taken out by another one, and it will be a CT round for Heroic. They survive with 3 players, that's quite something. Snappy can drop a rifle.
Probably assumed that Heroic wouldn't have the mollies and utility to stop this upper rush, especially after getting 0 frags. I would probably make that assumption if I was on Big. So that's probably why they called
Common that.
Oh yeah, didn't like Simple get a frag through that? Yeah.
Maybe like a scout or something.
There's 1, there's 2. Big turning things around now. This is going to be really hard for Heroic to recover from. Real hard. S-Tag on the ladder, throwing smokes. He's got the party tricks out. Now things turn around. They've got position now. Big in the lobby. That smoke has done wonders. Snappy now with an angle on the ramp, and everything could be changing here with some really nice bunny hopping, but to no avail. What on earth has happened?
Snappy did exactly what he needed to do there, but there are still 2 choices. Tizian goes down or he goes up to cover himself from the close position and desperately prays no one comes up from the ladder just yet. He makes his way off of the bomb plant towards the hut, trying to find himself the 1v1. He knows that S-Tag is around the corner, but there's only so much he can do about that. Going for the wrap here. It's a smart play from Tizian to try to find the flank onto S-Tag, who doesn't know specifically where Tizian is just yet, and it may be the masterstroke if Tizian can get there in time, but the timing really is everything. And unfortunately for Tizian, it's not planted for him. They're just sticking it at this point. He's been spotted, and Borup will take him down. And you said it, Sean, it'd be rough if they lost this round, and that's the reality.
That's brutal. The timing on that door flank. He played it, though, so I guess well played to both of them. But, I mean, the key to this round right here was the smoke from EasyTag coming up the vents to block the door. It completely disjoints the hit through door and mini. You can see the two mini people.
Taking a lot of damage. Everyone's got armor. Xantares is on your team. Give him the AK. But now it might be the end of the line here for Big. There's an org to be collected.
That hurts, though. There's a lot of spots where, like, going for a 1v2 trade might not look the best. Sometimes on a CT cycle, you go down to 4 players and it becomes harder to not have holes in your defense. But when those players...
Such is the nature of Nuke. The shotgun rattles off some warning shots. Next loses the bomb. He's got a few bullets left, and Tabson now with 1 HP and a 1 versus 2. Now it's a none versus 2. Heroic take the series 2-0 with a 16-10 on Nuke, their pick, after taking Bigs in the first match.